up? It's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am back for another Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, I hope you guys had a chance to check out the Bondi Blue show. I know some of y'all really did not agree with me, and y'all were not trying to hear me, but at least it sparked the conversation, right? All right, like I was making you think, right? Like that's the whole point of this. All right, all right. So if you back, bitch, hey, okay. Look. So, Real Housewives of Potomac started off where it left off with Giselle and Charisse and a little bit of, Karen, maybe a little bit, and Monique kinda. All, I guess not Monique, but eventually it was her too, kind of going in on Candace. Upset with Candace because Candace was not going to allow these old batches to talk about her and refer to her as a child. And she called those old batches geriatric grandmas when they called her little girl Charisse. Okay? And now everybody wants to get upset and tell Candace that she's wrong and she should be apologizing to somebody. And I feel as if Candace should apologize, then so should Charisse, old shady ass. I can't stand Charisse, okay? Like, I just really can't, y'all. Ashley gets up, clink, 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 clink. Okay, look, y'all have not even seen y'all rooms yet, and we out here arguing. We have days together, okay? So everybody walks to the house that they're supposed to be in and look at all of the rooms so that they could pick their rooms, y'all. Okay? And while they're all walking and talking, I think it was Robin and Giselle who were talking about Monique's drinking. Okay? And that's what they did this whole episode, whispering about Monique's drinking. And I feel like the drinking when she got into the car accident was one thing, but y'all are on vacation, y'all are on a girls trip, y'all supposed to get fucked up. If that's what you want to do, this is the time to do it, okay? Y'all are riding around in buses and cars being driven by other people. If Monique wanted to drink a full bottle of wine on a bus ride to Nemicolin or wherever the fuck resort is called, it looks very nice and I looked it up last night because I think I might want to go visit there, okay? Then she should be able to do that without all of the judgment, okay? And that's why I was worried about this whole storyline or this whole narrative of Monique having a drinking problem, because I knew it was going to present itself when it wasn't always as warranted, okay? I'm still worried about Monique, and we're going to get into that in a second, but them bitches was being shady, all right? So Candace and Monique are sharing a room, and Candace is on the phone with her old man Chris, letting him know that she is not about to be ran by these old batches, okay? She's going to do what she wants to do. She's going to set things straight, and she's going to let them know that she's a grown woman just like the rest of them, and if they have the problem with that, that is on them, okay? But she has to eventually kind of calm her conversation down because Monique is sleepy, and that's because her ass been drinking the whole trip and she needs a nap. While Candace was having that conversation with Chris, Monique and Ashley are out in the hallway kind of talking about talking about Candace and how Candace kind of went off on Charisse and went off on Giselle. And Monique is now kind of on the fence because Charisse is her sister. So she feels the need to defend Charisse, even though Charisse, I felt like, started the shit when she mentioned that whole, oh, did he buy your ring or did your mama buy that? And then everybody acts like that wasn't shady. That was an okay question to ask because her mother pays for other things. And I'm like, that's such bullshit, okay? That's such bullshit. Okay, it was shady. Y'all were trying to make her feel bad or feel less than y'all because her mother takes care of her, and she was just trying to let y'all know that she would rather be taken care of by her mother who loves her than by some old funky ass man that she got to lay down with so she can get security. Okay? All right? That's all this was, but everybody wants to try to act like Candace was, Candace wasn't even giving y'all all of that. It was this is how I feel. And that's all it is, okay? And you're a geriatric old grandma. Don't call me a little girl, okay? Like, she was calm the whole time. Even when she called Charisse, said she had like a little bitch moment. These women work on my fucking nerves, okay, with being upset about the word bitch. Like, y'all know y'all calling each other bitches behind y'all back. Y'all, my hair's still wet. I had to do a little co-wash today, all right? Get with it, okay? Oh, my G. Get with it, y'all, or get gone. So meanwhile, Sherman is still acting funny with Giselle. I wonder what's going on there, because she said they went from talking to each other every day, every hour on the hour, to now she can't get him on the phone while she's been on this trip, and she thinks it's stupid and she wants to know what the hell is going on. And I'm like, I wonder, because everything looked like it was so great. I wonder. So everybody's getting ready for dinner, and Ashley and Monique are putting on makeup in the same mirror. And Monique makes a comment about, oh my God, why are my eyes so red? And Ashley's like, maybe it's because of that bottle you finished off on the bus. And I was like, Ashley, you so fucking messy. But at the same time, it started this trend with Monique this episode in making excuses for her drinking a lot, or downplaying her drinking when she's been like slushed the whole time. And I'm not upset about her being slushed, but I wonder why you feel the need to lie, defend, deflect, all of that shit that she was doing. She sounded like she was trying to make excuses for her drinking. And that's what makes me think maybe it is a problem, because she's defending herself in a way that she wouldn't have to if it really wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, my eyes aren't red because I was drinking. It's probably because of the eyeliner. It's like, bitch, why you can't just admit it? Yeah, girl, I was fucked up. It's vacation. So Ashley is excited to have all the ladies at this resort, because it's the resort that her grandfather used to take her to. And her grandfather didn't have a lot of money, but he always wanted to show her the other side of life so that she could be cultured. And we come to realize that the reason why her grandfather had to do these things is because her mama was too busy running behind Penis, okay? And Ashley is going to have to come to the conclusion that her mom is a user. Her mom is taking advantage of the issues that she's caused within her child that makes Ashley feel as if she has to do things in order to keep her mother's love, okay? And it's really sad, you guys. While they're sitting down eating, Ashley actually gets a text from her mom asking her for $500. And I was like, see, you was bullshitting. You was playing on her emotions when you said that shit to her at the beginning of all of this, when you said, I don't want to be your burden. Then why are you texting her asking her for $500 when she's already paying your mortgage and giving you $1,500 a month just so that you could pay your bills and have money in your pocket? That's doing too much if you ask me. That's doing way too much for a grown-ass woman that is still able to take care of herself. Let me tell you something. I don't care whether you a child or you the parent. You do not take advantage in such a way of people who look out for you in this way. That is so wrong to me, that Ashley's mom is actually playing on her emotions. That is so fucked up, especially since she had no qualms about constantly leaving Ashley with her grandparents to, like I said, go chase Penis. All right? I'm upset about that, okay? So Giselle asks Ashley how the situation is going with Michael. And, once again, she says that she hasn't really talked to her mom, but, Michael is telling her that he's not about to continue being her husband if she's going to continue, using all of that money to take care of her mom. And her mom is just over there living it up and having a living man with no job eating off of Michael's money. And he's just not here for it anymore. And Giselle gives the advice that she needs to, follow her husband, okay? You need to cut your mama off and make your husband feel comfortable, because at the end of the day, it's about your relationship and your life, not your mother's. Like, that's just the real of it, okay? You have to come first, because if you can't take care of yourself, how is she going to continue to leech off of you? How is that going to happen, And Robin has a moment where she finally has some type of sympathy for Ashley, because she sees that Ashley is really caught between a rock and a hard place, and she sympathizes with her because of how the money issues can cause, marital problems, and she knows all about that from her guilt about losing her and Juan's money, okay? Candace's mom is also calling her while she's at dinner, and Candace is looking at Ashley like, you know what, we both have this same issue where we need to create boundaries for our parents because they do the most. And I feel like I am not about to join in with the rest of the ladies and make Monique feel bad about being taken care of by her mom, as long as she still has the mind to be independent and eventually, be able to stand on her own 2 feet regardless of if she have her mom's help or not. But her mom has money, her mom has worked hard, and when she passes, that's gonna go down to to Candace anyway. I'm sorry, I keep confusing Monique and Candace. I hate that I keep doing that. But forgive me. But I feel like I'm not about to make Candace feel bad about that. Like, what's wrong with the fact that her people got money and she didn't have to get a man for money, but came from money? There's nothing wrong with that. Let that girl live, okay? If her mama don't have a problem with it and she's still seeing fit to, make business opportunities for herself, then I don't have nothing to say about that situation. So I don't know why the rest of these old bitches have so much to say. Karen has been sipping this whole dinner and lets it out the bag that she is still not cool with these bitches because she doesn't appreciate the way they went after Ray. She feels like they owe Ray an apology, calling him the broke Bill Gates and the t-shirts and all of that. It was just totally classist and ridiculous. And I agree with Karen, okay? I agree that it's so funny when it's somebody else. But if it was your husband and your money, then the shit wouldn't be funny, Giselle, Robin, okay? Because Robin jumps in and says, well, what are you upset about? Are you upset about the hashtag Uncle Ben, or are you, upset about the t-shirt? And it's like, come on, Robin, don't do that. We all knew what you were doing. You were trying to be fucking funny because you realized that Karen has been drinking, but Karen has every right to feel how she feels about the both of y'all. And you sitting up there acting like all I did was ask a question is total bullshit. You was being a fucking cheerleader for Giselle like you always are, because y'all always in cahoots when y'all won't fuck with Karen about her money and her family situation. It's all fun and games when it's her situation, but when it's y'all, it's not. I don't like that shit, okay? So even though Karen was drunk and she was getting loud and she was letting that country girl hood flag fly for you bitches, okay, for you bitches, I still felt where she was coming from. And they was telling her to calm down, and she whispered to Robin, okay? Y'all want me to be quiet about it? Okay, I was quiet about it. I'm like, yeah, Karen. You was asking for Karen, Ashley. There she go, okay? Here I go. So Robin says that Karen needs to grow up. And this is when Karen says that Robin is the ditziest bitch at the table. So how you gonna tell me that I need to grow up? And when I thought about it, I wonder if Karen was calling her ditzy from the standpoint of how she allows, Juan to take advantage of her guilt and her love for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Karen has a very classy way of gut punching that ass sometimes. The ladies kind of bully Karen into apologizing for calling Robin a ditzy bitch, so she apologizes, but Robin doesn't believe it, and Karen was having a hard time apologizing. I'm not even gonna lie, but that's why I felt like she shouldn't apologize. At first she was like, I'll apologize for calling you a bitch, but I'm not gonna apologize for calling you ditzy. And they was like, come on, Karen, you can't just say that like that. You have to apologize. And it's like, why? If I'm not sorry, what am I apologizing for? That's me. If I'm not sorry, I'm not apologizing. Like, no. Like, that means I'm lying to you and saying I feel bad about something, or I feel like what I said was wrong when I don't. Okay? I feel like you ditzy, bitch. Okay? So overnight, Sharice says during a confessional that Karen told her something while drunk that she probably didn't mean to tell Sharice, okay? And we didn't know what it was until later on. So Monique, Sharice, Karen, and Giselle go fishing. Monique and, I'm sorry, why do I keep doing that? Candace, Robin, and Ashley go shooting. And to me, like, it was so fun to watch Robin not having Giselle attached to her for her, like, opinion of your mindset about somebody. Like, because I just kind of feel like Robin lets Giselle dictate how she handles some of the other girls. And with her not being there, she was given an opportunity to actually engage with Candace. And she likes Candace. And I'm glad, because that's what I was saying last review, that I feel like she fits in more with this group of younger, athletic, outgoing women, and she just kind of slides into this role with Giselle and the rest of the ladies and plays it back. But I feel like she actually has more fun, it seems like, when she's with Ashley and Candace. So after Sharice, Monique, Karen, and Giselle finish fishing, they sit down to basically gossip and talk about Candace and talk about Ashley and, just basically get everything out on the table. One of the first things they talk about is Giselle wants to know if Karen thinks that they really need to apologize to Ray. And Cherie says what she's not telling us is that Ray really had his feelings hurt by some of the comments. And Giselle is like, oh, okay, because I just want to make sure he's going to be receptive to my apology. But then in the confessional calls him the broke Bill Gates again and says that she doesn't need to apologize to him. And I'm like, bitch, which is it? Okay? Which is it? I'm going to need for you to stop saying shit in front of people and in the confessional saying something else. Y'all do owe that man an apology. Y'all were very disrespectful. And that was mean what y'all said about him, calling him the broke Bill. Y'all know him. It's different when it's people out here on the internet and all of that saying that shit. But y'all know that man and y'all gonna say that shit about him on that reunion show and all over this show in the confessionals every time y'all get a chance. So it does seem malicious and nasty and unfucking called for. So I understand why Karen feels how she feels about her husband. Giselle lets Karen know that Lil Ashley is going around spreading the rumor that Blue Eyes and Karen were at her restaurant all hugged up and shit. Now, Monique was on Watch What Happens Live last night and said that Karen and that guy seem to just be friends and have like a brother-sister relationship, and it's not really like that. I also don't think that Karen is out here cheating on her husband with this man and in front of his face. She says that Blue Eyes is her driver. They're friends. They've known each other for a long time. He is married, okay? And if he's the driver and we cool like that, why would I have him sit in the car while I come in here and eat and have my drinks? If we cool, I'm going to have him come in and sit with me so he ain't got to just be sitting in the car if he don't want to, okay? Like, I totally understand the mind frame if they cool like that. So for everybody to keep trying to sensationalize this and say that Karen is cheating on her husband and asking her about it and all of this type of shit, it just gets to a point where it's like, damn, when are y'all gonna back up off her and her situation? Like, everybody else got their own issues, but we don't see Giselle talking to everybody about why Sherman ain't answering her phone calls. Okay, I see you, bitch. So Cherie says that last night, Karen said that she was gonna hook her up with Blue Eyes. And she's joking, but I'm like, Sharice, I feel like there's nothing genuine happening with you right now. Like, you're just always trying to mess with people. Like, it's very annoying to me. All right? Karen says that it's not true. That's not what she said. She said, I'll hook her up with somebody else. That man is married. Okay? Like, what the fuck was that about? Once again, Ashley is talking about Monique's drinking to Candace and Robin before they all meet up to go to dinner, okay? Actually, I'm sorry, before they go into the obstacle course. They went into the obstacle course, which was so funny because Karen wasn't going to do it at first, but when she finally got up there and she was shaking and shit, you were really working on my nerve. I was dying laughing at that shit. But they looked like they had a good time, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This was like the best fucking promotion for that resort ever because I want to go to that resort and do all of that shit. I want to fish. I want to shoot. Okay, I want to do the obstacle course. I want to have a day where we just out here having fun and I'm getting in shape, having a good time, bitch. And then I want to have a 5-course dinner like they did. That shit looks so fun. Okay, I was just all here for it. All right, so they go to dinner. And Monique says, because they asked Karen, Ashley was a little late because she was talking to Michael. She comes and sits down and asks Karen and them how their day was separate from she, Robin, and Candace. And that's when Karen says they talked about everybody and, they talked about everybody's issues. And Candace was like, so what was the overall consensus? And Monique says, well, I was just telling them that, you were not listening to Ashley and I's advice, that we told you should pull it back a little bit because you don't want to ostracize yourself. And Monique did say that to her, but she said that to her after she went off on Sharice and called her the geriatric grandmother. Also, after she was at the store shopping with Candace and Ashley, telling Candace that she would have gotten all in, that woman's face. I'm thinking she was talking about Giselle, but it was when she was trying to buck Candace up to go and beef with Giselle, but she actually went and beefed with Sharice, and because Monique is friends with her now, she feels like, oh, I need to switch it up. But Ashley called it and said that you're really hanging her out to dry. She's doing exactly what we told her to do. And Monique is like, well, I told her to handle it as it happens, not laugh about it now and then bring it up later. And I'm like, but that's not what happened. When y'all were on the bus, Monique, you brought that shit up. You brought that up. And Candace just said, it was just a bitch moment. Candace even said that I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I wasn't even pressed about it, but it was brought up, okay? And I didn't mean to be disrespectful, and I apologize if you took it that way, and I wasn't trying to call you a bitch. And I also apologize for calling you a geriatric grandmother because, that was rude. And this is when Sharice says, obviously, because I'm not. And she never apologized. Her attitude was still stank, which further made me feel like Candace should not have apologized for anything she said to the geriatric old grandma Sharice, okay? All right? I don't care. I don't care. If it's going to upset her, I'm going to say it. If calling you a grandma upsets you, bitch, I'm going to go ahead and say it because you are old enough to be somebody's grandmother. Grow up. All right? Sitting up there going to call that woman a little girl, and then when she call you an old lady, now you want to get mad and she the wrong one. When you the one that's been fucking with her and making little smart comments about her mom giving her money and all of that this whole time. Like, Sharice is shady the entire time, and when Candace finally claps back at everybody, now everybody wants to act like she went far and she was doing all of this. She was not doing all of that. Y'all just didn't like being told about y'all-selves by somebody who was younger than y'all. Y'all thought y'all was gonna come and have Candace wrapped around y'all finger, or y'all thought y'all was gonna check her and have her booked for a ticket back, bitch. But oh no, she came ready, all right? And thanks to Monique and Ashley's advice, she had her comebacks on deck for y'all. And Monique used a flip-flopper, okay? I don't know whether it's because you drunk or not, but you definitely left Candace out there to dry. Yes, you did. Okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate that from you. All right, that conversation was deaded, and then Robin asked Monique what's going on with her drinking. And this is when she starts to defend herself because she says, oh, I didn't have 3 drinks, I had 2 drinks. Because Ashley said, I think she had 4 because we at least had 3 because I had 3 and the bartender gave us another round. So Ashley is saying for sure that she had 4 drinks. And the way Monique starts to explain that she wasn't drunk, it made me feel like this is somebody that doesn't realize they have a problem yet. But there is a problem. And what I liked the most was that Karen, speaking from her own personal experience with a DUI, said, look, there is, no nonsense policy with the drunk driving in Maryland, okay? If you get pulled over and you have to blow, you're going to lose your future because you were not going to pass that test. She was lucky that the police weren't called to that scene and she wasn't given a breathalyzer because she probably would have tested above the normal amount that you're allowed. And I can't tell you what that is right now. Okay, I think it's like 0.7 or something like that. Look, don't quote me. Google it, baby. All right, I don't know. But I just feel like when she started to explain, it let us know that Monique seems to be in some ways in denial about the situation. I'm tired. Fuck out of here. They got women who don't have nannies and husbands and staff and still, you don't have a nanny, but you got a cook and you got a housekeeper with that big ass house. So they got women who got to clean their house, take care of their kids, make sure their husband got food when they come home and go to work and work an 8-hour shift, 10-hour shift at some fucking job. And they don't be falling asleep in the middle of the day on the way home from lunch with their girlfriends. Fuck out of here. Like, let's not do that, I feel like that's not necessarily true. Whether she's gonna eventually admit it or not, I'm seeing denial happening with Monique. All right. Then Karen and Ashley start to have like a sidebar conversation that turns into an entire table conversation. And Ashley is really being messy. Ashley, once again, digging in, asking Karen if Ray is okay with her relationship with Mr. Blue Eyes because she saw them in the restaurant. And is there an arrangement? And Karen is like, is there an arrangement between Michael and that man in London? And this is when Ashley says, okay, look, there is no picture out there. There is no video evidence out there of my man with another man. But there is, okay, evidence. People have seen you, Karen, with Blue Eyes on various occasions. And Karen says, look, we're just friends. That man is married. Okay, Ray is very comfortable and secure in his manhood and is not bothered by me being friends with Blue Eyes because if he was, I wouldn't be friends with him, okay? Ray and I are good. Don't worry about us. Worry about you and Michael, okay? And I totally got where Karen was coming from. It may not be true, but the point is you keep speculating and asking, how do you feel? How do you feel if somebody keeps poking and prying into your relationship about some shit that they heard on the street? How do you feel? That's what Karen was doing to Ashley. And I don't think Ashley really got that. And I think that everybody is just looking for answers when really you don't fucking deserve answers. Whatever is going on with Karen and her marriage ain't none of y'all damn business, all right? But this is when Cherie says, well, actually tells us what Karen really said to her when she was drunk. And it wasn't anything about Blue Eyes. It was the fact that Ray asked Karen for a divorce and she said yes, And I'm like, so did Ray ask you for a divorce because of this rumor? Because you did say he was not happy about the rumor. Or did he ask you for a divorce to protect y'all's money from the IRS? All right? All right, because that's exactly what my head went with it. I'm just saying. All in all, you guys, this episode was really good. We got to clear up some stuff. We got to see the ladies have a good time. I got to see a resort that I obviously need to go to one day. And, it was all shits and giggles for the Real Housewives of Potomac. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Check down below in my description box for the links to my Patreon account. If you feel like I deserve a couple of your ducats a month, I appreciate everybody that does that for me. I love y'all, okay? Stairway to heaven, all right on high. Because only the Lord will instruct y'all to help me like that. I love y'all for that. Also, Omaji, the hair products that I use to get this curl popping. And Scentbird, if you want to smell good, bitch. All right, little tweak to it. If you want to smell good, go ahead and get that 15% off of your first month of the Scentbird subscription service down below in the description box. Go find out what they got for you. All right, because they got something for you. All right, but I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all in the next ones. I will be reviewing Southern Charm, Basketball Wives, and Love and Hip Hop ATL, which will probably all be up throughout the day on Tuesday. So I love y'all, and I'll see y'all.